Well, I had a friend come over for lunch today and we had just a fabulous time. And what I'm doing lately, or at least in the summer, is when friends come over, I just do a charcuterie type lunch like we had today. Some dips, and I had some cucumbers and cheese, and she brought some stuff. And between the two of us, we had this amazing lunch. I did the same with a friend of mine a few weeks ago. So she brought some crackers, and there was some left over that she left here. So I'm going to just consolidate them with these crackers. Hopefully they'll both fit in here. I think they will. What do you know? Just barely, but they do. Anyway, the charcuterie lunches are just amazing. We just each bring something: crackers, celery, something to spread, some olives. Always delicious. I think I'm just going to entertain charcuterie style for as long as I can pull it off. There we go, back to the pantry. I haven't refilled my sugar bowl here for like months because I've been drinking a lot of herbal tea with honey instead, but it was empty. I washed it and I'm going to put more sugar in it. I'm going to have to get more sugar before the winter. I think I have one more half gallon like this, but I'm going to use, I think, most of this to fill this up. So I've got a scoop here. I find that if I try to pour things, there's usually stuff that goes around the edge and it comes out too fast, overfills, and it's a mess. Been there, done that. So the scoop and the big funnel are my best bet. There we go. And that's enough for a while. Usually I'd put this in a smaller container, but I'm going to be doing some more baking soon. So I'm just going to leave this in here till I'm done baking. All right, my caffeine tea is running low. Also my coffee and cocoa. About once a month I have to do this. Not so much with the tea, but definitely with the coffee and cocoa. So English breakfast is getting kind of low. I don't drink a lot of caffeinated tea, not as much as I used to, but there are days, like today, that I need it. So when I do, I make English breakfast tea and I put a little bit of Earl Grey in it, loose leaf, and that does it for me. I am really slow today. Get that in here. That's good enough. All right, gotta fill up my cocoa and my mocha cappuccino. The mocha cappuccino always goes twice as fast as the cocoa. Oh my God, there's no room here, because it's 2 teaspoons of mocha cappuccino to 1 teaspoon of cocoa, and so the mocha goes twice as fast. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up this. I'm going to top this off. It's the cocoa. I get this cocoa from Amazon, and it's just a great price. It's a big one. It's got, I think, a cardboard container, which is okay, you know, for certain things. But I love the cappuccino one because it has a full metal container plus the plastic lid. Now the cappuccino, I really thought this would last me a little longer than it has. It just hasn't. That's okay. So I have to go to Costco for one last run. So I'll get it, another one there. I'll fill this up pretty high. All right. This has really got a great container with the metal. I use it afterwards for things because I know mice aren't going to get in, and it just holds together even if it gets wet. My dish liquid here is getting really low. What I do is I put this Dawn in there, and then I add water. So I'm going to do that, but I think with a funnel. All right. You don't want to put too much in here. Maybe 10% of the Dawn and the rest water, because otherwise it just won't go into the sprayer. It's really great for just doing dishes, and you don't want to fill the whole thing up with water, you just want to spray 1 or 2 things. It does the exact same job, but uses less soap. And here it is, good for multiple more washes. All right, if you could see my kitchen right now, it looks like I don't know what went through. I'm doing about 10 projects at once, and the refill is going to eliminate one big project. I have run out of granola here. I just went to Costco and got some more. 2 of these bags is $10. It's Costco's best deal. So I opened it this morning to have with my yogurt, and I'm going to put the rest in this half gallon. I can't remember from last time if I needed to have an extra jar for this or what. We'll see. Well, it looks like I need to have an extra jar for this. Let me see what I can do here. I think I can get this in. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Nothing like the tippy top, but I still have a little bit left. So I'm going to put it in this smaller container and leave this container out because this will be tomorrow's breakfast. There you go. Isn't that amazing? I probably could have shaken this down a little bit more, this big one, but I'm going to be eating this tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. Well, I had my last cup of hibiscus tea last night, so I pulled out my tea container here, and I'm going to add some hibiscus tea to this. I like it with honey. I think I'm going to get some rose hips and some nettle also and put it together in a tea, all 3 of those. I'm starting to like doing my own blends, but these are good with honey. It makes a very red tea. I'm good for a while there. Somebody gave me a 3-pack box of these Milano cookies, and this is the last one. I've taken them to potlucks. Actually, I might have had six boxes of, or 6 bags of them, because it seems like I've taken them to potlucks and eaten them and stored them, but this is the last one, which is maybe okay. So I'm just going to put them in this quart jar here and put them back in the pantry, because out of sight, out of mind, right? There we go. Finally, my olive oil is completely out. I use it for my salad. So I'm going to just take this off. I have to wash this too. I'm going to wipe it down, I think, right now. Then I'll come back and put more olive oil in it. All right, everything's cleaned up. I have my funnel. And this is the last of my virgin olive oil from Costco. So I'm just going to pour the rest in here. As I was cleaning this, I realized I have a really nice set of containers for olive oil, which I think I'm going to use next time. These are getting kind of messy. And look, but it fits. I think it's going to fit perfect. All right, that's emptied completely. Here we are, nicely filled for use, quite a bit of use ahead. I was going through the freezer today, getting some ingredients for a quiche I'm going to be making, and I remembered I had this still in there. I'd frozen and forgotten to release. Maybe at this rate it won't release. It's my tromboncino squash that I grated and put into 1 cup increments. This is going to be great in the winter for soup, for baking, stir fries, all sorts of stuff. So I had some more of this, but the deer got to it and finished the last couple of them. I let them have it. They were pretty good with my garden, and I had an area where this was growing beyond the deer fencing onto a tree, and that's what they ate up there. They also tried to eat some tomatoes. I saw one on the ground with a bunch of bite marks on it, but they never took it, or they were scared away from it or something. Everything else, they tried to get through the deer fencing I put on each planter, but they couldn't really get through that, which was the point. All right, I have a tromboncino plastic bag here, freezer bag. So I'm going to put these in here and throw them back in the freezer. I've got about, I think, 8 or 10 cups of this, which will be fine. And there we go. Okay, I've just participated in a collaboration named What's in My Boo Bag, and it is hosted by Martha Makes Art and Scrapbooks and Memories. So we have to prepare a little bag full of Halloween goodies. So part of my boo bag was candy. I have a bag full of right here, and believe it or not, I had some leftovers, so I'm just going to set them aside like this. And let's take bets on how long these last in the house. Well, rice is nice, right? And I'm doing a big pantry clean out right now and just consolidating stuff. So I have a little bit of rice left in this big old container, so I'm going to put it in here. I've had rice a couple of times this week. It's good. Go. Is it going to fit? Oh my gosh. Perfect. I have a couple more meals out of this. So that was plain rice, but I went ahead and got some basmati rice and some jasmine rice. And I'm going to keep them in here right now until I finish that rice. I'm not real pleased with the inefficiency of my pantry right now, but I'm working on it. Well, since I have some space, I'm going to put these crackers in here. A friend of mine brought me as part of my cleanup. Right now, I just want to get everything clean, but once it's clean, I'm going to be doing some movement here around having things that are the same in the same container. But right now, it's just important to get this off the shelf like this. All right, here's the final pantry refill for this time. I had some zucchini and some yellow summer squash, got it grated, put it to freeze, and now it's frozen and ready to go. I love this tiny format. I usually put the grated items I have in like 1 cup increments. I have a special silicone pan for that, but I thought, let's try this. Sometimes I don't need a full cup. So look how cute these are. But they'll be nice. I can put 1 or 2 or multiples. Gives a little more flexibility. Or a little bit of green and a little bit of yellow instead of being committed to one or the other. I'm going to pop these out. I love this silicone. It's so easy. Pop everything out so easy. I'm going to be doing some carrots next, and I think I'm going to do them in these small increments too, as well as the big increments. Oh, 1 more yellow. I always put it on a cookie sheet before I put it in the freezer to keep it from flopping around. So, should have written on this first, but I'll write on it afterwards. There's a little area for the label. I have a ½ gallon right now, ½ gallon. Plastic bag. That's about right. Right, I'm good to go. Anyway, like I said, this is it for this month's pantry refill. Hope both your pantries and your hearts are full. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.